that there is a greater me on the inside of me. The phrase "there's a greater you on the inside of you" means being above normal, understanding your worth, and being confident in knowing who you are. But the first person who has to realize that there's a greater you on the inside of you is you. In life, we all go through stages of the good, the bad, and the ugly, which leads us to our purpose and promise. UTCM is a platform where you get to share your story and your truth of unmasking moments that allows you to embrace all stages in your life. UTCM looks forward to many people being able to unmask, uncover, and unveil themselves on the podcast. Thank you for watching and joining us. Wait, can y'all see my phone? Hey! Oh, I wish this made noise. Burn, 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 burn. I'm making my own sound effects. Hey, I'm making my own sound effects. Hey, it's a celebrate. It's a celebrate. It's a celebrate. Woo! 5 years. Y'all see my hat? I'm celebrating. I'm super excited. Yeah, it has been a long time coming. Let me just make sure I'm good. Hold on, y'all. You know, I be trying to do backstage, front stage. I'm everything until I get my own podcast studio. Yes, I'm gonna put it out in the universe. My own podcast studio is coming. Yes, it is. I am believing and trusting and having faith that next season 6. Oh yeah, we're gonna be in a building. Okay, and it's gonna really be a celebrate. Like, we gonna be in the building. We gonna actually, I want people to come out. Like, all my guests that have been on my podcast, whether you've been on my podcast, I'm manifesting right now, y'all, because this is just downloading right now. So yeah, I'm saying it live to y'all that yeah, we gonna be in a building. Yeah, we're gonna party. It's gonna be a celebrate. Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. Ooh, y'all been rocking out with me for 5 years. Yeah, Pooh. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yes, many more. God bless you. I love you so much. Heart. You definitely have been rocking out with me. I love it here. I love it here. So tonight is it's different because I am celebrating 5 years of podcasting. So happy podversary. I just made up my own word. Happy podversary to UTCM. Yeah, I was supposed to have a guest on, which was going to actually be, I'm going to still try to get her to come on too as well, because Gianna Cook was actually my very first podcast guest that I had when I started in 2021. Unfortunately, she did have death in her family. So we are praying for Gigi, the family, just praying for their strength. And comfort too as well. So, you know, UTCM, we gotta know how to pivot. I think that's my middle name. That's my middle name, pivot. Right. Yeah, you gotta learn how to pivot, be willing to pivot and all that good stuff. So but my thing is, like, you know, we gotta continue to keep moving, right, and don't get scared or be fearful of, or, you know, because oh my goodness, something happened, so now I can't, you know, no. We still got to move. You still got to, and I know Gigi will want me to do that, right? So I know my sister is praying for me too, as well as, like, I'm praying for her. Yes. So I thank everybody. I want to give some shout outs to who I see on. So I see Karima. Hey, Karima. welcome. I think this is your first time on. My sister Daria, of course, Kira Mapu. Who else? Miss Evelyn. Shout out to Miss Evelyn. Hey, Yolanda. How are you? Thank y'all for popping on. Thank you for coming on. I love y'all. I thank you for your support. I thank you for being willing to show up with me on a Thursday evening when you could be doing something else. So I really appreciate everybody just tapping in with me, right? And this is a milestone, right? 5, like that's huge. My father had texted me, like, wow, like that's not no sneeze, he called it, right? He's like, that shows true commitment and consistency. And I never really thought about it like that. You know how you just like, all right, you sometimes, and I know for me, just being like on autopilot, like, I'm saying, okay, yeah, but I'm like, I actually had to stop and pause and really celebrate, right? That, yeah, this is real. Like it's, and the number 5, spiritually, right? It means the number of grace. So yeah, just, man, it's been a long time coming. I have definitely done a lot of growing, a lot of fighting myself, me versus me. But this year, if you are a part of my Wellness Wednesday, for the beginning of the year, I had put down that this is my season of the triple E, right? Which is embracing me, evolving, and being able to empower other people. But I'm still learning and still growing on how to empower myself first and foremost, so then I am able to pour into others. So yeah, it's the year of grace, right? And I even, y'all know Google is my best friend, but Chat GBT is my bestie, right? Yeah. So I got Google, my best friend, and Chat GPT is my bestie. If y'all know about Chat GPT, I need y'all to tap in, because Chat GPT, baby, it be fixing them emails like you don't know. Hey, Lunic. Hey. Hey, Dad. Who else is on here? Oh my goodness, I appreciate all y'all. I'm trying to pay attention and keep talking too as well, because again, this is a celebrate, right? If we was really in a room, y'all already know I would be dancing. If it was left up to me, I would have had a DJ. We would have been dancing, like it would have just been a whole party. But we here right now. But next year, I'm gonna be in the building. I'm putting it out. I'm putting it out there. So the number 5 symbolizes freedom, curiosity, and change, which can be interpreted as the desire of having new adventures and exploring new possibilities. Oh yeah. So I'm exploring new possibilities. I am. I ain't going I'm not going to allow my fear to override my steps being ordered. Yeah, I like that. I'm not going to let my fear override my steps being ordered. Ooh, girl, that was good. Yeah, that was good right there. Yeah, so it's a celebrate. Hey, Jazzy, you better come on. Well, I need some more sound effects. I'm doing my own sound effects, y'all. Period, Lunic. Bars. Period. Yeah, y'all see my number 5? I got my little number 5. So Dollar Tree wouldn't allow me to be great to get the big number 5. I said, but yeah, we ain't gonna stop no show. I'm gonna get me the little number 1, the number 5, and I'm gonna blow it up. Yeah, and yeah, we're gonna celebrate. I need to put this on my shirt, wear it around for the whole weekend. Yeah, it's yeah, I'm just I think I'm just so overjoyed. Like I'm just so excited right now. Because I remember when I first started in I'm sorry, y'all, my little screen. When I first started in 2021, I remember the first, like the whole day leading up to 7:30. baby, I tried to talk myself out of showing up on that camera, right? And I really feel like the real reason why I really kind of showed up, right? Because if I had to show up by myself in 2021, like I'm doing now, I'm just gonna be transparent. I probably would not have. I just would not have. I wasn't in the space or the place. I didn't have that confidence. Like, I'm like, what? Like, what I'm gonna talk about? Like, by myself? Girl, yeah, by yourself. Um, I just remember like that whole year of 2021, before every episode, like the whole day leading up to the episode, like I would literally like feel like my gut, like I would just have like bubble guts because I just would be so like afraid and so fearful. I'm like, what am I gonna say? Am I gonna sound right? Just overthinking, over processing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't judge me and don't leave me out here, right? Well, y'all could judge me, whatever. It's okay. But don't leave me out here. Like y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know when y'all get nervous with something, right? And it's a little uncomfortable and you feeling a little unsteady, right? You be like, should I, shouldn't I? And I really feel like the real reason that I would show up is because I had other people to show up with me. And that's when I really feel like, in 2021, I realized that, being on this unmasking journey and what God has allowed me to birth, because this is nobody but God. This is not me. And I have to give credit to dad, my pastor, bishop, all that good stuff. He got a whole bunch of titles. Jeffrey, right. This is my spiritual father. I have to give credit to him because yesterday I was sitting down, and I started to have a little bit more different responsibilities at work, and and I'm talking to people, and I'm having encounters with different people and doing different things, and I'm learning and growing and all that stuff in the hospital, right? And I said, after I had a conversation with somebody, I said, I realize now what dad is talking about. He was like, y'all know I'm not smart enough to teach y'all, right? Like this is nobody but God. Yeah. So that revelation actually hit me yesterday because I'm like, there's no way. Like this is not me. There's no way. Cause I actually shocked myself after having the conversation. I'm like, yeah, this is not me. Because in my head, when he used to say that, I'm like, it don't take all that. Like it is him. He talks about it's the God in him. Please. No, it's him. No. It's a real thing. It's nobody but him because I'm not smart enough on my own to be able to execute and to deliver and to show up and to do it afraid. Like there's no way, right? There's no way that I would have been able to put my action behind my yes without him, right? So yeah, I'm here. And even tonight, right? Even tonight, when I got the phone call last night, I knew, like, I was already prepared to have a guest, right? So I had my questions, like I was rocking out. Well, God will always test what I profess. Like, yeah, because he already know me. He already know that I want everything to be structured. I want everything to be in order. He know I don't like looking crazy, right? He know I want to know what I'm talking about. He everything, and yeah. So it was like, that's not how we moving. You're going to have to know how to be able to pivot, right? If you want to elevate and you want to expand, you're going to have to be able to move and expand and do all of that. Sometimes in a blink of an eye, you ain't going to have time. Oh, I got to get my thoughts together and get it together. Like, no, like you're going to have to, sometimes you just got to jump right on in. And again, pivot. That's my word. Like you have to be able to, it's something about being able to pivot in a time of when you don't know what it looked like, right? I didn't know what this was going to look like. And to even take it a step forward, like, to be honest, I really wanted to be able to have my own podcast studio, right? For year 5, at least in my head, I'm like, dang, I should be able to have, a podcast studio. I should be able to do it a little bit different, but what if it's not time yet? Right. So I had to say no, like just because it didn't happen now, it doesn't mean that it won't happen. Delay doesn't mean denial. So I'm just going to continue to keep showing up so God can make the way. Right. So, but as I continue to write the vision and make it plain, right, which is kind of our theme at church. This year is the year of vision, right? And I'm really learning about, what vision is really all about. And it goes a little bit deeper than, just writing things on a piece of paper. Like there's some things that you have to do within yourself. You have to have faith. There's a belief. Like there's a whole scheme of things that need to happen with writing a vision and making it plain. So I believe that I'm learning and I'm growing to learn what that really looks like. Deepening my faith too as well. Yeah, it's a it's a difference. It's a difference. So, me, UTCM being 5 years old, it's a milestone, right? And we're kind of, going into, you know, I'm equating it to like a child, right? At 5 years old, right? You haven't met the mark yet to go into kindergarten, or you've met that cutoff to where you were able to go into kindergarten, right? So like I'm in kindergarten, so and I'm a forever student, right? Like yes, I've come a long way, but I still got a long way to go, and I'm okay with that. Because in the beginning, right, I'm thinking, unmasking. I'm like, yeah, I'll unmask. Like, I got it. No, it's still something else. There's layers. There's layers to this thing. There's layers to unmasking. All right. And you just got to be able to kind of go through each layer. You know what I'm saying? One at a time, one layer at a time. One layer at a time. So I think everybody in all the comments, I'll probably be able to go back, later. We just gonna keep flowing with it. I'm just super excited. My heart is overjoyed and filled just with love. And I'm proud. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me. I know I did an episode last season, saying that I was proud of me. So yeah, I'm proud of me. So so let me tell y'all something, right? Like I said, I had to pivot today, right? So I had to change the flyer up because I had Gigi on the flyer. So I changed the flyer up so I could, send it out to my Wellness Wednesday community. And if somebody is watching and you're not a part of Wellness Wednesday, please hit me up. Like, send me a message on Facebook or Instagram, or if you have my cell phone number, send me a message, or matter of fact, just put in the comments, like, I want to be a part of Wellness Wednesday. Let me know so I can make sure that I add you to Wellness Wednesday. I believe that it does not only help other people, but it first helps me. So just know, I love sending out Wellness Wednesdays. It does something for me. It allows me to know that what I'm doing is not in vain. Right. And it helps me knowing that I'm helping others. Right. Like that is what kingdom work really look like, for real. Kingdom work in God. Right. Like it and sometimes, and I don't expect anyone to, send a message back, but I feel like this last year, even like to this year, this Wellness Wednesday has like just developed into like this really great space for people to really kind of tap in and, even maybe think about something that I've sent, like, wow, like you sent, like, it was right on time. It was exactly what I needed. And every time somebody says it was exactly what I needed, I tell them, I respond right back, like, for you and me, it was for you and me both. I promise you, because like how you was feeling, that's how I'm feeling. So that's what I mean by this unmasking journey. When you really begin to open up and you begin to talk to people and you begin to really learn yourself, right? And not necessarily point the finger at other people. Like, yeah, we all have our trauma, we all have our hurts, we all have our pains, we all have our trials. Like we all have, I'm not discrediting that, I'm not taking that from nobody, right? But when you finally realize like I'm not in it alone, there's something so powerful about I'm not alone, and I don't have to isolate, and there is a safe space for me to be able to be open, be able to be honest, to be able to be transparent. Man, that's huge. That's huge. That's how we are able to get to our greater. Like, and we have to start to continue to make sure that we are acknowledging those things that hurt us. We have to acknowledge, you know what I'm saying? Like, and be honest. If I haven't learned anything else about this walk with God, you got to be honest. You got to be honest with yourself, right? You want to forgive? Be honest. Why do you feel the way that you feel? And why do you feel that you can't forgive? Like, be honest with yourself first. Don't be fake and phony about it. Like, nah, I ain't there yet. Like, be honest. I ain't there. Be honest. I am not there. I don't want to forgive right now. That's honesty, right? I don't even know why I went there. Yeah, I don't know why I just went there, but in the words of my sister Erica Nicole Kearney, neither here nor there. I absolutely love her. Love you, E. Giving you a big shout out, girl. So I got something coming up. I mean, I know my Wellness Wednesday community has received a message from me about my event that is coming up. The Connect Expo, Embracing Love, right? It is on February 8th. If you do not have the information, it is posted on my Facebook page. However, I can drop the link after the episode is over. I can drop the link into the comment section. I would love everybody to be in the room. I really, really would. We have a great day pretty much lined up, right? Like we have vendors where you will be able to shop, be able to connect, be able to network, maybe even build some partnerships, right? I have some great vendors that's going to be in the room. Of course, most importantly, I am doing a live podcast moment. So upfront and impersonal, right? Also going to be able to have maybe some Q&A questions too going on. And I want to say something, right? So one of the vendors actually, and I thank her very much. Her name is Shawnee. I was talking to her last year sometime as I was in preparation. And she was telling me, she was like, you really want, she's like, I've been doing pop-ups since they pretty much kind of got really big, right? Like in 2020, we know, when everything was shut down, right? Everybody kind of began to tap into oh, what can I do? What can I do? Right. And then, we weren't able to go to the malls or the stores, right? So people were having pop-up shops because we could only really be outside. We could not be in closed doors, right? So, pop-up shops begin to really become popular, right? So everybody was having a pop-up, right? And everybody had became, an entrepreneur and kind of tapped into their creativity, right? And what they may have, was sitting on for a long time, but decided to really push it forward, right? And then it became this thought process of, oh no, when I do a pop-up, I can only have so I can only have one apparel vendor, I can only have one treat vendor, I can only have, one jewelry vendor, I can only have, right? That was the thing, right? So when I was having this conversation with Shawnee, she said, you know what, you want to try, she's like, because it sounds like what you're trying to bring awareness to, you don't want to sell yourself short, right? Meaning if you say a pop-up, right, you think I'm popping up. So that means I'm popping in and I'm popping out, right? And that's not really what I want my event to be. I want people to come, yes, and support, our businesses that, we have been able to see through, right? But I also again want to bring awareness to Unmasking the Covered Me the podcast platform, right? And really kind of being in front of the people, because I've been doing it now, again, right, for 5 years, and I've been behind the camera. Now I want to be upfront and personal, right? Because we are able to really be upfront and personal. So she said, you probably want to change the verbiage, right? So, and I thanked her for that, because I never thought about it like that. I'm like, no, it's a pop-up, right? But you can't want to do, want to bring awareness to something and then call it a pop-up, because people want to pop in and pop out, right? So then that's when I thought of a creative name of a Connect Expo, right? Because it's just connecting people together in a different way, right? Like, and however you connect with whomever may be in the room, that's just what, I'm saying, it would be, right? So, but I want to just say something, because even for me, right, and I'm guilty of it. I did it, especially when I did my very first pop-up, which was in not last year, the year before last. So that was 2022. I'm like, okay, nope, I can only have one candle vendor, one apparel vendor, one, right? And this time around, I'm thinking, I'm like how not smart is that? That was good. How not smart is that, right? Because listen to this, y'all, right? When you go to the mall, right, you have more than one apparel store, you have more than one jewelry store, you have more than one shoe store, right? There's not just one store of. So how can we grow, right, as businesses? How can we, we keep talking about generational wealth, right? How can we continue to build our brands and partner with people and other brands if we are only allowing one person at a time? Like, at the end of the day, I have apparel. Yes, I do. I have a book. Yes, I do. But does that mean that I can't have another author in the room with me? Does that mean that I can't have another person who sells apparel in the room with me? Like, how silly would that be for me to keep something away that maybe my message won't get to somebody, but maybe the other person's message will? Maybe they're more intrigued about that message, right? And that speaks more to them. So who am I to keep that away, right? Like, at the end of the day, because if I'm winning, you're winning. If we win, we all win, right? So for me, this is for me. Everybody may not think or have this revelation like me, but at the end of the day, if I continue to think so close-minded, how would I ever be able to grow? At the end of, if let's just say, if I don't have if I decide, I'm going to be the only person in the room that has apparel, how selfish of me is that, right? Like, because now I have more than one apparel vendor, right? Even my person who makes my apparel is actually going to be in the room, right? So now what does that do for him? Because now I can speak to, oh, big shout out to Sam too. I know he's not really on social media, but big shout out to Sam. Right. But what happens is that connects, people see my apparel, right? And there may be another vendor that may not have apparel. Maybe they don't want to sell apparel, but they want just something for their brand, right? So now that brings business to Sam, right? So now he's able to now partner with another business for him to be able to help with their branding apparel. Like, hello, somebody, right? So I just want people to kind of, think about it in that light a little bit. And expand your mind a little bit, right? Like, we can all be in the room because we all could win. We really could. We have no idea until we allow ourselves to be in the space. And I say, oh, no, I can't be in that space because you already have a candle vendor. Why I can't have two candle vendors? What if this candle vendor don't have the smell that I like? What if this candle vendor only have the candles that I'm allergic to? But this candle vendor, it has the candles that I'm able to, burn and I'm not allergic to. Like, right? So now that candle vendor can say, you know what? Let me partner with this person. Like, what? How did you do this? Or what? You start to build those connections, right? And build those relationships and collaborate together. Like, why can't we just collab together? Right. Yeah. So that's so for me, when I'm doing an event, yeah, I would love to be able to have a huge vendor event. And I want as many as different people who have, apparel with powerful messages and what it means, and and then be able to speak to that, right? And then be able to speak to, how they got where they are, right? Because then that can help somebody else, that can push somebody else that even is in the room to maybe say, well, if they started, I could start, right? Like, I would love to be able to have a huge, like, Connect Expo event where there's, like, I'm talking about, it's just, I mean, tons of vendors. It's kind of like I've I have not ever been, but I really heard about it last year. I think it's called the Invest Expo or Invest something Invest something. I can't think of the name of it, but it's huge, and it was in Atlanta, and it's huge. Invest Fest, yeah. And I mean, and they have like vendors, and these vendors, like, they come out, they show up, and they show out, like, yeah. And I see that. I see that for UTCM. So yeah, that somebody write that down for me, because I'm a yeah, all the stuff that I'm speaking, yeah, we're gonna it's manifestation season. I think I saw somebody say that too as well. Y'all see my hat? My hat is sticking on his head too. Okay, it look real cute. I ain't even mean to put it on the side like this, but this look cute. And my hair is also growing too as well. My hair has been on an unmasking journey as well. So when I started my unmasking journey, I started this journey. Well, I started a year later, my lock journey. And yeah, you can't tell me nothing. And when it get longer, they're gonna be sick of me. Sick of me. All right, I digress. Right. So that's what the Connect Expo is going to be all about. And also just gonna have, I'm gonna have 4 powerful women. Right. 3 of them are actually going to be like the panelists, the guest speakers. And then one of them, shout out to Sarah, I see her on. She is an activity therapist. So she's going to kind of help us with some, like, bringing ourselves down, sitting still, right? And listen, all my people, they certified, they got their paperwork, they got, they got statistics and records and all that stuff to back all up what they say. So yeah, so they coming. These powerhouse of women are coming, and they're not playing. Right. It's gonna be a really good day. It really, really is. So I would really, really appreciate, when I tell you, I would appreciate if everybody can show up and show out on February 8th, 2025 at 1 p.m. Let's show up and show out. Let's have a good time. I'm gonna have a DJ. Now, y'all know I can't have nothing without having no DJ. Big shout out to my brother Spank. Y'all keep him in prayer too as well. Praying for him and his wife. Shout out to my sister too, TT. I love y'all. Yeah, keep them in prayer. Definitely keep them in prayer right now. But yeah, my brother DJ Spank is going to be on the 1s and 2s. Yeah, so we're not coming to play. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. There's gonna be a lot of joy and a lot of joy and fun in the room, because a lot of us, a lot of y'all haven't smiled in a long time, haven't laughed in a long time. Everything always so serious. Like, let's laugh a little bit. Let's let our hair down. Let's just enjoy. Let's just have fun. Let's just do it. Let's do the thing. So yeah, I'm super, yeah, cousin Tammy. I know you in the room. I know it. Oh yeah, and Crystal, my girl Crystal. Let me tell you, my girl Crystal been rocking out with me since day one. Shout out to my girl Crystal. For real, I appreciate you so much. And then she'd be like, I feel like she a part of my team, right? Because she'd be like, so what's going on with the link? You got the flyer? Like, I need to send this out. Like, anybody reached out to you? I'm like, Crystal, ain't nobody reached out. She's like, I'm on it. I'm on it. Like, right. So I just thank everybody who has been posting, right? So my husband, Coach Steve, I'm calling him Coach Steve. Coach Steve, because he be in coach mode for real, especially on the day of the pop-up. He be giving instructions, giving directions. You know, he be recording. Like, he just so I love my husband. I love him. That's my my Coach Steve. Coach Steve for real. My kids, you know, all the vendors. Oh, and Crystal, why you because I was gonna text you. Right, but since you on the camera live now, make sure you have treats, right? Because last time somebody was a little disappointed that you did not have treats. And I know we had a issue with the treat vendor. She had an emergency, so she wasn't able to. But you also make treats. So Crystal's Kitchen, make sure you have food and treats. I just wanted to put that out there because I kept saying I gotta text Crystal. So, but you on here with me, so I'm talking to you. You just can't talk to me back, all right? But yeah, they were mad, Crystal. They was mad, girl. You got to have your treats, all right? So get your stuff together, get your treats together, because you need to have treats in the building, all right? All right. I'm just so excited, y'all. I'm so excited. So I did do like a little recap video too. Shout out to Allison. I don't know if Allie is on or not. But I told y'all I had to pivot, right? So because I wasn't planning on doing no recap video. I wasn't planning on doing no recap video. So I text Allie. Shout out to Bree too, as well, because Bree did my flyer, and then I text her this morning, and I'm like, I let her know, I just needed to change the flyer up, and she was like, no problem. No, she didn't even say no problem. She changed it and sent it to me, like, you got it. I'm like, all right. So, like, God, I know you got my back. Like, this is nobody but you, right? So Allie created me like a little recap video of pretty much over the years of what UTCM has done. Of course, we could not get everything, and my thing is I didn't want to do a long drawn out video, right? I just want to give y'all like a snippet, right? Like a real quick snippet and recap of what I'm saying, what UTCM has did, because we are celebrating 5 years, right? So with that being said, after I show this video, and Lord, help me remember how to show this video on here too. Ooh, Jesus, sometimes I be getting it mixed up. But if we took a picture together in UTCM apparel, if you have a picture of yourself by yourself in UTCM apparel, I would like to see everybody flood this timeline, right? I don't even right now. I don't care. Go look for it. Go find it. Right. Even if you have to do it afterwards, go find it. And I want everybody to drop their picture in the comment section. I want everybody to drop their picture, whatever it is. If it's me and you, if it's you by yourself, if it's you and somebody else with UTCM apparel, I want everybody to drop your pictures. I want to be able to see all this love, all this encouragement, right? That we're all living through our purpose, whether it's the Unmasking the Covered Me, the logo shirt, or whether it's the Living Through Purpose t-shirt, Living Through Purpose hoodie, right? Because we're living through our purpose on purpose. Y'all see that? Living through purpose on purpose. Period. So yes, I need y'all to drop those pictures in the comment section. And you know what? If we don't have one together, right? If you don't have a UTCM hoodie, UTCM t-shirt, if you don't have the book, you gotta be in the room on February 8th, and we could take a picture together, and then you can go back to this episode and you can drop it. in the comment section. Drop it in the comment section. Oh yeah, and I wanted to tell y'all too. So come ready, right? So yeah, you could come looking cute if you want to have your little heels on or whatever the case may be. But y'all already know we're gonna do a line dance. I'm gonna teach everybody a line dance. It's and I think it's from Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't looked at it in a couple of weeks, but I believe it's a line dance from Baltimore. Super simple, super fun. And I just want everybody to be able to, again, we're gonna let our hair down, right? Like, and we're gonna keep engaged, right? We're not just gonna be standing around like, oh, this is nice, right? Like and even if you don't want to dance, you're still gonna be in the room, right? And you're still connecting with other people. Like it's gonna be a whole vibe. Yeah, I'm about to like burst in confetti. All right. I'm sorry. All right. So I'm gonna show this little video. Thank y'all. Thank you, everybody. Hey, Miss Brenda. Hey, B. I love y'all so much. Hey, cousin Michelle, my sister Jazz, Stephanie. Yeah, I love y'all. Hey, Keita. I love you, sis. Love you so much. Thank you for your support. I appreciate y'all so much. All right, so hold on. Let me Ooh, I told y'all this it'd be a little technical difficulty for me. Well, not even technical difficulties. Like sometimes I just forget like where exactly it is and then like how to put it. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. All right, so it's real quick. It's like a minute. So y'all stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. Stay with me. We almost done. Hold on.
When she was just a girl,
we're like diamonds in the sky.
Don't you worry, child. Yeah, except for me.
Starships, we're meant to fly.
'Cause it's always a good time.
Wasn't that cute? Drop some fire. Drop some fire emojis in the chat, y'all. Drop some fire emojis in the chat. Drop some fire emojis in the chat. Hey, drop some fire emojis in the chat. Hey. I want to see those fire emojis come up. Super dope. So, yes. Yeah. So, oh, look at this, y'all, too. Period says. So I don't know if y'all can see this because the lighting is a little bad. So we have tumblers now too as well. We got tumblers, we got tumblers now. So I'm as my husband would say, like, you are your brand. So I need you to wear it. I need you to wear your brand all the time. Like there should not be a day that goes by that I don't have something UTCM, right? So of course, because the setting that I work in, I can't necessarily wear, my hoodies and stuff, right? But I can carry a tumbler, right? That speaks my message, right? Which is living through purpose. I've had conversations in the elevator like, oh, that's a cute tumbler. What does it say? It says living through purpose. Really? Oh, tell me more about that. Sure. Matter of fact, you have YouTube? Let me like, comment, and subscribe my YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah. So I'm even learning how to even just speak up, right? And even like sometimes I don't necessarily have at least I don't feel like I have all the words together, but I must be saying something because they be intrigued, they be listening, and we be going to town. So I must have something of value to say. No, I do have something of value to say. I do. I do. Look at my cheeks, y'all. I'm so happy. All you see is my chinky eyes. I'm so happy. Yeah, I see all the fire emojis. Period. Yeah, I am gonna post that recap video too as well. I want to do a post. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Yeah, so big shout out to Allie. Thank you so much for pivoting with me. Working with me. We was going back and forth because I was trying to do videos and it wasn't working, and she just was working with me. She didn't, even through her not feeling well, she still was, willing to help. Right. And it's just a beautiful thing, right? When you are beautiful to people, when you love people, right? When you treat people with dignity and you treat people with respect and you create a safe space for people to be able to be their authentic self, right? People are willing to, do whatever it is for you, right? And like no questions asked. So, I'm like, she's not going to be able to do this. There's no way we're going to be able to do it, but we did it. We did it. So I appreciate you, Allie, for really working with me, even in my busy day today, us going back and forth. So, but we did it. So I'm super proud that I persevere. Yeah. So, that's all I got, y'all. So happy podversary to UTCM. Happy podversary. It's been real. It's really been real. So don't forget, y'all. I can't see, I think on my end, like if y'all did drop pictures, if you have pictures, but please make sure you drop pictures. Like I want to see them. That's a way of me being able to celebrate myself. And I think I'm gonna even go a step further, right? And I kept kind of going back and forth with myself with this. And I remember year one, I like did it, and then I was just like, no, I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to. And it's not me asking people for money, but I have to realize if people would like to pour into me, like that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, right? And my mentor mentioned that last night. Big shout out to Pastor Lavelle. Also praying for her strength too as well. Right, because that's her daughter Gianna, and they are together. And so just praying for Pastor Lavelle's strength and endurance too as well in this time. Right, like, and it's okay because maybe somebody doesn't want to just ask you for, oh, your Cash App, right? Like they may not want it, they just probably won't offer it up. So sometimes you have to be okay and be confident in knowing that you are making change, that you do have something of value to say. People have been impacted, people's lives have been changed. People have been able to connect with you in a way through your story, and now they're willing to speak up about their story, and they may want to pour into you. Right. So listen, no one is obligated to do anything, right? But I believe that I am becoming more confident in myself and knowing that, what I am saying, it does have value. Right. And I am enough. I am more than enough. And that's because God says that I am more than enough. And it's okay if people want to pour into you, right? So again, like I said, nobody is obligated, right? But if you would like to, I guess, so into UTCM, I did put the Cash App underneath. It is on the screen. Yeah, you can, right? But neither here nor there, or if not, it's all good. I'm still gonna show up every time, because this is for me. This is a continuation of my healing journey. I am going to be forever unmasking, and I want to be remembered that that was the girl who made a decision that there was a greater her in her, but she had to realize that. So yeah, it's me. It's me. It's me, y'all. So with that being said, that's it, folks. So I appreciate y'all for staying tapped in with me. Again, drop those pictures in a comment section. I'm definitely going to go back and check that out. And again, I hope I see everybody on February 8th. Come on, come into the room. Come into the room. It's gonna be a good vibe, and I am excited. I cannot wait. All right, y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Stay warm. It is cold, and yeah, I love y'all. It's gonna be a good season too, as well. Season 5, episode 1 is done. Over and out. Good night, y'all. Have a good weekend. Bye.